What's good, show? Trying to hear the most woke, no joke, and I'm back at it again with a brand new video, and I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. If we play our cards right, we may come away with a steal this draft. And I'm talking about a bargain deal steal worth a meal this draft. And I'm talking about in the form of a tight end, the best tight end in the draft, Hayden Hurst. Now, he's really the only really talented tight end in the draft, and he's projected to go anywhere between round 1 and round 3. But there's a couple things that may let him drop down to us, and maybe take him in the second round because, you know, there's so many running backs and so many safeties and corners this draft that we could really pick those up with one of our second of our third round picks and be okay with good talent. Now let's go ahead and go straight down to PIP because I want to get right into this. Hayden Hurst, first thing you have to know about him is that he's 24 years old now and will be 25 by the time the season starts. And that's the biggest point I want to make right now, is that a lot of teams have him like lowered on their draft board because they see him as kind of too old to be a rookie. But for me, where they see weakness, I see a strength. This man is already more mature than the average 21 or 22 year old coming to the league, and on top of that, so you don't have to deal with, you know, immaturity of, you know, I'm out of my parents' house and out of college for the first time. You know, I'm like in this new world of a bunch of money. Like, what do I do? And on top of that, he already played 2 years in the minor leagues. So he's already been out of the house, made a little bit of money playing sports, and kept his head on straight trying to, you know, be good at a sport. It didn't work out for him, so he went back to football and walked on in South Carolina. But this man is he's already had the out of the house experience. He's 24, 25 years old, so you have to deal with the whole like transitioning into becoming like a man out of school. He's already done all of that stuff already. So where they see weakness, I see a guy that you don't really have to tell too much to about being mature. And let's get to his metrics. He's 6'4", 250. He's a grown man. He's already a grown man. That's grown man numbers right there. He ran a 4.6 740. Not slow, not fast, but that's good for his tight end. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's pretty good for a tight end. Vert is 31.5. Broad jump is 120, and you can see his metrics are not that bad at all for his combine. And like I said before, he got drafted in the 17th round of the MLB draft. I don't know nothing about baseball, but 17th round is, come on now, bro. And he played in the what's it called? The rookie ball? What's that? Single A? Is that double A? I'm not sure what rookie ball is, but the Gulf Coast League, and he only hit 245. That's not that good. And he walked back onto South Carolina, like I said. But some of his strengths people are talking about is that he has good combination of size and quickness, moves all over the field, quick release into routes, willing to be a capable pass catcher on all 3 levels. So if he wants to go down in the flat, he can go up the seams deep, beat that cover 2 coverage. Hands are sticky and ball focus is elite. Had 1 drop against 100 career catches. So he's reliable. Secures through contact, and runs with power and balance. Some of the weaknesses is he'll be 25. That's not what I see as a weakness. He says he needs to work on being a blocker. That's cool. Work on being a blocker. That's one of his only big weaknesses. Then I'm cool with that. Says safeties tend to run his routes, and out-breaking routes tend to get jumped. So really it's mainly focusing on route running and keeping his head straight when he's running his routes. But I think he can be pretty damn good for us, even with those perceived weaknesses. Now, if we get to his stats at South Carolina from 2015 to 2017, as a freshman at 23 years old, he had 8 receptions for 106 yards and no touchdowns. That's okay. That's whatever. As a sophomore, he had 48 receptions, 616 yards, and only a touchdown. And as a junior, he had 44 receptions, 559 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So not too much of, you know, of scoring, but he gets yards and averages above more than 10 yards a catch. I'm cool with that. 100% cool with what I'm seeing right here from these stats. We don't need to see him getting a lot of touchdowns as a tight end in college, because, you know, tight ends don't get a lot of love in college. We know that already. So with his size, he could be a real red zone threat. And honestly, with already having Greg Olsen, having 2 elite big pass-catching tight ends could destroy the game with ace sets. 2 tight end sets, and have either McCaffrey or a drafted running back, maybe Nick Chubb, maybe Rashad back there. But Rashad Penny and Curtis Samuel out wide, we can do so many things with two elite tight ends on the two edges. You either pack the box and think we're gonna run, or you stay stock and you pray your linebackers don't get stuck looking, or you pray your linebackers can handle covering Greg Olsen and Hayden Hurst out there, either running up the seams. You don't want to have us with these route combinations with one running up the seam and running a slant across the field, or two of them, or both of them running deep crossing routes. Because we can do a lot of different things with these two tight ends that'll really blow your mind. But what do y'all think about this Hayden Hurst pickup? Do you think that we can even pick him up like in the second or maybe even the third? And would you even want to pick him up in the second, even though we really need a running back and maybe even double up on secondary members, like maybe two safeties, maybe safety cornerback? Let me know in the comments below. You already know to do that like button. I got a button right here for you to subscribe and a button right here for you to watch more videos. Namaste. Back before you know it. Yeah.